Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 and my 28-day weigh-in and recap video. So physically, I'm still feeling great. It's amazing. The inflammation is still gone. The mental clarity is still there. My senses are still heightened. It's pretty cool. Physically, I would say the biggest change that I think I've felt over the last week or so has been I'm a big guy, so when I would go and do something physical, I'd work up a sweat pretty easily. Up whatever several flights of stairs or whatever the case may be, and I would work up a sweat. I'm no longer sweating. There's no sweat like that, and I'm definitely, before anyone says I'm dehydrated, I'm definitely staying hydrated. It's one of my big concerns. So I'm staying very well hydrated, and I'm still not sweating. Also, I just think my basal temperature is lowered as well. So if I'm sitting around watching TV, a blanket over me, and I don't know, kind of like an old person. So a blanket over me and keeping my extremities covered up, I feel a little colder. So I would say that's the biggest change physically. Everyone keeps talking about poop. I'm still going once a day. So once a day, I'm still, at least once a day, I'm having a BM, and it's just mainly water with some sludge, and I think that's just all part of the healing and cleansing process. So physically, that's the only thing that's going on right now. Also, physically, I'm down a lot of weight, so a lot of people are making comments about how skinny I am or how thin my face is, without my glasses, and just general comments about my face is thinned down, my belly and my butt. It's where I hold a lot of my weight. A lot of that is a lot lower. So my shoulders, my chest, my arms, my legs, things like that don't really are affected that much by weight, but my face definitely feels like it's thinned down, and my stomach. People keep asking what the hardest part of all this was, and currently is, and so far the hardest part has been cooking and feeding my 12-year-old daughter. So a little backstory: I have a 12-year-old daughter who has cerebral palsy, and it's pretty severe. Some of the time she's in a wheelchair at school. She can walk a little bit when I hold her hand. She can speak 8 different words, so she uses a talker. So she needs a lot of help. So at least twice a week I make her dinner, and making her dinner and then actually helping her eat has definitely been the hardest part. So whether it's we're at the library, or leaving the library, and she wants some fast food, and so we stop for chicken nuggets or cheeseburger, and I help her eat a cheeseburger, and I get ketchup on my hand. I just really want to lick that off, and I know I can't do that, so I don't. I just wipe that off. She also has a huge sweet tooth, so giving her a cupcake and getting icing on my hand, and not licking that off and then wiping that off, that 100% has been the hardest part of this whole thing, is not licking residual food off my hand when I'm helping my daughter eat. Everyone wants to know what are the foods that I miss the most, and so one would be ribeye steak. I'm a bachelor, I live alone, so at least once a week I make a big ribeye steak for myself. So that's one for sure that I miss a lot. 2 would be sushi. So I eat sushi once or twice a week, and not being able to just go over and grab some rolls of sushi. And then also I would say hot wings. Just being in the beer world, it seems most of the restaurants and bars that I go to have hot wings, and hot wings with blue cheese and ranch dressing. Those are some of the things that I'm definitely missing the most these days. Today's day 28, which means there's 18 days left. So I think I'm definitely on the downward slope. I feel like I can make it. Whether or not I can, I guess everyone will have to just wait and see. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling in the next couple weeks to end this, and I'm kind of worried about that. Just being in airplanes and the altitude. Although I did find out that if you take pink Himalayan sea salt and put it under your tongue, when you're in altitude, I guess it's just a boost of your like electrolytes. Can help you out when it comes to like fasting in general, and can help you out when it comes to like any kind of like dizziness that you may experience with altitude sickness. So I definitely plan on doing that. I'm going to take some pink Himalayan sea salt and put it under my tongue when I'm out in Denver, and see if that helps me. Last week was opening day here in Cincinnati, which is a really big deal. It was like the 150th anniversary of opening day in Cincinnati. And it's a big deal. There's obviously with ballpark food and things like that, hot dogs and lemon chills and like everything like that that's surrounding you. That was pretty tough as well, but it was pretty cool too because opening day was actually the halfway point. So the halfway point for all this was opening day, and I went and did my blood work. So I had my checkup with the lab, and my doctor checked all that. Everything is good, so all my markers are actually better. So I looked at my blood glucose and my cholesterol, and everything else is actually lowered. So my blood work is actually better. The only thing, so my liver enzymes were a little elevated, and they were mildly elevated. So from where I started to the halfway point, they were mildly elevated. Nothing to be concerned with, and nothing in the range that you would call like high liver enzymes. So mildly elevated, which you would expect having, at that point, 26 days of just, drinking beer. You would have a little bit of that to be expected. So nothing crazy, and nothing that would make me stop, doing what I'm doing. Today is day 28, so week 4. So let's get to the weigh-in video. So let's go ahead and weigh in and take a look at that. Boom. So there you go, down 32.1 pounds for 4 weeks. So day 28, down over 32 pounds. That's pretty cool. Like I've always said, this isn't about the weight loss, but basically doing the body fat calculations again from where I started to where I'm at now. I've lost 32 pounds. 31 pounds is completely fat. It's pure fat. I've lost 31 pounds of fat off my body in the last 4 weeks. So that's pretty cool. To end the week, recap for week 4, I wanted to drink another Doppelbock. So this week I'm actually drinking the Acht Schlinkenkerla, which shout out to Aaron Spores at Cavalier for help pronouncing that. He's friends with Matthias over there in Germany, who has been sending him some updates about me drinking his beer. So this is another German Doppelbock, and that's where I'm going to pay my respects and my homage this week. I also am going to pour it in an Avery Brewing glass. So I got to spend some time with Adam Avery and Elaine, his girlfriend, this week. I got to meet their husky. There's Avery's in the news today for an acquisition. So cheers. Acht Schlinkerla is known for their Rausch beers, and which are smoked beers, and this is no different. So this this Doppelbock definitely has a touch of smoke to it. There's not a whole lot of it's not like a true like Rausch beer that is just like completely smoky, tastes like liquid bacon. Bacon is like what a lot of people would say, but there's definitely a touch of smoke to this. And it's actually pretty pleasant. So this is a very nice change for of Doppelbocks, because I've found so far that my palate has changed so much. The Doppelbocks are so sweet. So this is a welcome change. This is nice. Prost.